Hey, it's DeagleBeagle. I wanted to make a quick video about Baxcalibur. So I think Jamie Boyd did cover it extensively different ways. He's really into Terra Blast. You could use Terra Blast with the various ones. With it, I'll link his video in my description. Um, so he does cover loaded dice. Personally, I don't agree with loaded dice usually because Icicle Crash, yes, it is less than 100, 125 power you would have for Icicle Spear, but loaded dice is really just for Icicle Spear on this set, and it doesn't even guarantee that it hits 5 times. I personally would rather use like Life Orb or something, because that would be like the same damage. Yeah, you would have recoil, but it also boosts your other move too. He did cover loaded dice, different kinds of loaded dice sets. Um, I'm going to cover two sets he didn't cover. He covered mostly the Dragon Dance sets. And then what else? Oh, one did have Ice Shard. But he never covered the Swords Dance one with Ice Shard. And he never covered the Scarf one. Which I feel like are the best ones. Like, it gives it the most niche. Why would you use Baxcalibur if if it doesn't do anything very well? Like, this doesn't do anything that well. It doesn't specifically counter any Pokemon that well. Neither does the other, and neither does any Dragon Dance Baxcalibur, especially if it doesn't have Ice Shard. Ice Shard with a priority move gives it a big niche, or Scarf. So I'll show you my two sets. You can use Jolly if you want it. Well, I probably wouldn't use Jolly though, with Baxcalibur. Even though it would be useful to outspeed Dragapult, you would need at least 143 speed for that. But a lot of Dragapults even use like Adamant Nature because they know that's fast enough to outspeed like Meowscarada and stuff. And it's like, what else do you need outspeed? Just Talonflame and Kilowattrel and the Dragapult Mirror and maybe a slow Scarfer. So yeah, a lot of people just use Adamant with Dragapult anyways. But if you really wanted to outspeed, I guess you could use Jolly, but then you wouldn't kill stuff with Icicle Spear. So the main point of Scarf originally for me was to kill Meowscarada. Let's just say you hit 2 times, worst case scenario. I'll show you the calculation for that. So the Nerd of Now, the Nerd of Now calculator, Meowscarada. It's gonna do, no, it needs to be Icicle Spear. Weird, I thought I remembered, oh, because it says 3 hits. Yeah, why does it assume it's 3 hits? I guess it takes the average. Okay, but to me, maybe it should be minimum. Um, this is approximately, yeah, see, even Adamant is not enough to kill it, more than about 50% of the time, but at least you have a chance to kill it. But actually, for some reason, I thought it did a little bit more than that. Uh, so I don't know if I would use Scarf actually with Baxcalibur, even though it would be nice to outspeed and one-shot some stuff, like guard chomps and whatnot. So actually, yeah, I don't think I would recommend Scarf, because it's slightly more than a 50% chance because you could crit one of those 2 hits. So I guess in my mind I was thinking it's more like a 60 something percent chance to OHKO. But if you really want to do that, use probably Salamence or something instead. I think there might be a Mon with double kick too, like a fighting Pokemon with Scarf double kick or something for Meowscarada. So you're probably better off using Salamence for this actually. Anyways, um, I think maybe this other set then has more potential with like, I gotta review if Baxcalibur is even top tier. I don't necessarily want to show my tier list because some of it might be kind of private. I don't think I'm gonna compete in the San Diego regionals, but I have a friend that might, and I don't know if we should release it to the public, that information. Um, we'll see later. Probably after regionals, I'll decide. Anyways, this is another set I came up with. A lot of other people are using it too. Well, not the Endure Salac Berry part, but they're using Swords Dance and Ice Shard. And I do think that gives it a pretty good niche. Because Ice Shard is really powerful. I want to say it almost one-shots guard chomps even without a boost. Because it's 4 times weak and Baxcalibur is powerful with stab. Yeah, see, you can even one-shot guard chomps like 75% of the time without a boost. So in fact, you could, if you want, give it like a life orb or something instead, or some boosting item. I don't think muscle band would be that good. I mean, expert belt, not really. Yeah, I would probably give it life orb if you want to ensure they KO before the Swords Dance. Now, this Pokemon is kind of slow for Swords Dance, though. I mean, it does have Ice Shard, but I mean, if you're trying to use another move like Terra Blast or Glaive Rush or something. By the way, on this set, going back to the Scarf one, the fourth move, it could be Terra Blast or whatever. I think I normally just put Brick Break on it. I was going to put Iron Head and use Terra Steel. I guess you could do that, but I figured a lot of Sylveons or Fairy Pokemon are going to be like Terra Fire or Water anyways and resist it. I mean, I guess if it's like Showdown Ladder, they may not they probably wouldn't expect you to Terra Steel, but if it's open team sheets, they might Terra just to, survive, thinking you might Terra Steel yours, because they figure you're probably not going to risk using a dragon move on a fairy type turn 1. That's the prediction wars. Those are the prediction wars. But anyways, Endure Salac Berry does make it fast enough to outspeed stuff, which also helps with Ice Shard. If they have a faster priority Pokemon, let's say they have let's say they have a Pokemon like, what is that Palafin Pokemon? Like they have Palafin with Aqua Jet. Well, that's gonna outspeed your Ice Shard, so you can at least get an Ice Shard off with Endure Salac Berry. There used to be custom, but that's not even legal, as I don't think you can even get it in game, someone said. So you could try this set and let me know how it works out. I would probably not recommend, oh, you know why, you know why I think Choice Scarf could actually be good is because I forgot. Yeah, worst case scenario, it only does 50% to make Meowscarada. I mean, it only kills 50% of the time, right? Remember that calculation? But I totally forgot it. That's only if it hits 2 times and doesn't get a crit either time. Like, I don't know how it calculates the crit. Maybe it's a crit for 2 hits. No, it's a crit for one of the 2 hits. Okay, that's how. So even if it gets a crit for one of the 2 hits, it's an OHKO or a crit for any of the hits. But the thing is it doesn't have to hit two times. It could hit 3, 4, or 5 times, and most of the time it doesn't hit 2 hits. So most of the time it is gonna kill. I want to say, if I had to eyeball the math, if you can call it that, it's probably like a ballpark estimate. It would probably be like, what is it? I think maybe I'm wrong on the math. I think it's a 25% chance to hit 2 times, 25% chance to hit 3 times, 25% chance for 4, or 25% chance for 5 hits. So I think it's a 1 in 4 chance that even hits 2 times out of 5. Like two hits, I mean, when it could hit up to 5. So that would be like a 1/4 chance to even just hit 2 times. So I want to say it's like a, what's it, 25%. So to be at least a 75% chance to KO, and then half of that would be, I think it would be like 87.5% chance to OHKO if if it doesn't crit, but it's probably, I'm not going to say it's probably going to crit, but another 5 out of 16 chance to crit one of those. I mean, up to 5 out of 16 times to crit, 2 to 5 out of 16 times. So that'd probably be more like 90% chance to one-shot Meowscarada with Icicle Spear. So, yeah, I think Icicle Spear is pretty good. But you have to use Adamant, though, because it's a higher chance of killing it over Jolly. I would use Adamant. And try this one out. It's an idea I thought of with Endure Salac, so thanks for watching.